Hello, my name is Joseph Carlson, and this is the Tabletop Experiment, episode 21, Dragonlance Part 12. I wrote that down and everything. I'm joined by four gentlemen. We're going to play some D&D. Uh-oh, somebody logged out really quick. Anyway, we're going to play some D&D. When they get logged in, there we go. Everything's fine. I'm joined by Christian, who's playing Swami, our resident sorcerer. Todd, who's playing Uriel, our resident blade singer wizard, that tragically has terrible dice. Jesse, who is driving right now, so he's joining us through the power of the internet. He's playing Martok, our resident paladin / warlock / bomb expert. And then there's Fade, who's playing O'Grady, our resident druid. And we're in Calamine. That's where everybody is, to catch everybody up. Last adventure, you guys kind of, the regular group, the Fade's a new member, so we'll join him in this episode, but everybody else kind of joined in where Uriel, Swami, and Martok kind of came into Calamine proper. They got an invitation from a baker to maybe become a mage of high sorcery. The Knights of Solemnia also wanted to recruit them. Everybody wanted to recruit them because the war is kicking up and people need troops. Also, their gear was wrecked and they decided to go. They got a requisition from the Knights of Solemnia to go to a tailor by the name of Teague, and the place is called The Last Stitch. So they were coming out of the tailor's, dropping their, they basically have travel clothes, but they're dropping their armor off for him to repair. Luckily, none of them have, well, I think actually Martok, I think he have plate, but he's able to work that out. It's literally a hole in the wall, and that's where we left everybody. But Fade is on his way to Calamine, and we're going to start with him. So last time we left Fade, which this happened offline, but we're going to bring it online. We're going to let everybody know what happened. You basically fought some people in an abandoned house with hacks, and you're traveling with him. This Knight of Salami, this Dwarven Knight, you're traveling with him by boat to Calamine. You're on the main river that flows through Vogler, Calamine, the Vingard River. You're traveling there, and hacks promise to pay you. You found some notes on the people you killed and some stuff that might be of interest. The last thing you found in like some ruins was a wooden haft that looked like a quarterstaff or something, and it basically had a note written in Druidic that said, "Take this to Trinity." So that was where we left off, kind of with you. That's with Fade. That's kind of like the general everything that happened. That was kind of out of sequence, but right now you are on a boat with the dwarf from the Knights of Solemnia and hacks, and you were going also with another guy named Baron, who was very cagey. In fact, Fade mentioned he didn't trust him, but they're all on a boat down the river going towards Calamine proper, and that's where we're going to pick up. So, is everybody ready? So, I don't know why I just...
Yeah, hold on real quick.
Yeah.
Every time I try pulling up D&D Beyond on my phone with all this, it keeps logging me out. So do you guys mind if I just roll physical dice?
No, I
for
don't
now.
care at all. In fact, I got to get my phone, so this is a great time to break and me actually get my phone so I can look at D&D Beyond. So like I'm not even ready. So all right, go ahead and do what you got to do. I'm gonna grab my phone really quick. So Fade, if you can look on the Discord thing, if not, that's fine. But on Discord, you could see a little display window. I have basically what you're seeing going up the river to Calamine. You don't see these troops, but you see this small inlet of water. And what's happening is, as you're kind of looking on the shore, you see these massive statues in this wall, these ramparts with these soldiers on them. And those are kind of like, if you want, you can give me like a history check if you've heard anything about these guys. You have wandered around a bit. If you don't care, you don't have to do that. But this is kind of what you're seeing. You also see a bunch of people on the shore, and you see a bunch of boats there, and you see like a small... It's like what would be considered a boat man door, I'll say. Like a door into the side that's opening up. So like the smaller like rowboats and like just smaller, boats in general and ships can get through this side thing. So it's like that's where they're diverting. It just looks like things you've seen on the road with people that, as you've been traveling on the road, before you got into the troubles you got into, you've seen people, that looks like, burned homes. People's clothes have looked like they've been singed, and you see a bunch of these people kind of like moving down this boat. They're on this side road, and they're getting off the boats. Guards are inspecting them, and they're going into the city proper. And so The guards are like pulling the boats off to the side, and they're like literally stacking boats up from all these refugees. And you and Hax kind of and Baron, the two people you were with, you go through the line with everybody else, and you see the local militia there. They don't have Knights of Solamnia stuff, but they're all wearing, they have like, they don't even really have a crest. It just shows like they just have nice things, and they're all dressed the same. So I mean, I'm not going to make you roll a history check or anything, but basically this is the local military. Calamine itself has a military proper. So, but you see in the
Okay.
crowd. Oh, go ahead. Were you going to say something?
Oh, I wouldn't say it.
Oh,
No. I was just cracking my neck real quick.
okay, that was loud. I heard it here, and it sounded like you were saying something. So you might want to go to the chiropractor. Anyway,
Yeah.
you get off, and what happens is there is a knight behind some of the guards, an actual knight of Solamnia, and you see Hax kind of perk up, and he's like, "Holt, Holt," and he like waves, and you see Holt, this other guard, this it's a human male, kind of snake through the other guards and kind of meets you at the dock, and he helps pull you guys out of the boat, and he like pushes the boat off to the like pushes it down the whatever. This is kind of like a wild waves. This is an incredibly inside joke for people that have watched it, but it's basically like the Congo River. Like all these boats are just kind of stacked up, and they're just pushing them down this inlet to just get everybody moving. And you guys get up, and Baron's the last one to like leap up, and Hax is like, "I found it! I found it! I have to go talk to. I gotta get debriefed. I gotta go talk to I gotta talk to Trinity or like Vorin, whoever." And Holt's like, "Let's go, let's go." And he looks at you, and then he's like, "Are they with you?" And Hack's like, "Yeah, yeah. The O'Grady here, he saved my life. I mean, I would have died. I was on death's door." And well, and you just see the Baron, the guy in back. He's like I said before, when you met him originally, he was wearing like normal kind of like leather armor, and he just has a sash that has the Knights of Solamnia on it. He's not wearing like a crest really on his persons. He just nods and then puts his hood up, and you see Holt say, "All right, well, if you guys are all with each other, I can get you through this line. Let's go. We got to go meet Trinity and everything." And as he says that, do you want to look around or like say anything or talk to anybody? Because there's a lot of refugees around. Baron's in the back behind you. Hax is in front of you, and Holt is kind of leading the way, kind of like a spear, just getting you through the crowd. So as you kind of come into Calamine, I mean, this is like the biggest city you've ever been in. There's thousands of people milling around. There's stonework all over. I mean, this is like the most kind of architecture you've seen because of your just background and things like that. So, if you want to roll a history check to see if you know anything about Calamine, I'll let you roll. If you want to talk to anybody, obviously you could do that too.
I'll do that.
The,
That actually sounds like a good idea. I'll do
the,
a history check.
the history check. All right. What's your? Do you got your sheet up, or do you need me to look at your?
Yeah, I can't get to that, or
No,
it signs me out right now.
It's fine. I got your history is. You get a +1 in history.
All right. So, damn it.
And the dice.
Well, I rolled a 4.
You rolled a 4, so that's a 5.
Yep.
This city, I mean, it's huge, but you haven't really been in this part of the world. So you're really just like taking it in. There's smells, some good, some bad. You smell some croissants from somewhere. I'll say you are a hermit, but everybody knows what a croissant smells like. Even maybe in your weakest moments when you wanted to go into town, you bought a croissant when you were young or something. But you're kind of snaking through town, and people are bumping into you and stuff. And everybody is you're just seeing mostly humans and elves, and a few dwarves walk around, but you're not really seeing anything like, nothing out of the ordinary. You're not seeing like any like strange races or anything. Everything's kind of normal. You guys kind of snake down this alley, and you go to this, it's literally a shack. You walk in, you see Knights of Solamnia outside. You guys walk in, and you see like a guy behind a desk, and like there's one guard in front of him, and he looks up, and he's elvish, and he looks up and he looks right at Holt, and Holt just points behind him, and he nods, and then he stands up, and he comes right over to Hax, and he's like, "Hax, Oh, what happened to your armor? Remember the first time he met Hax, he had that his own
Yeah.
axe in his armor, and he's like, I
Mhm.
I ran into some problems. Actually, sir, this is O'Grady, and he like motions to you. You know, you're right behind him. I mean, you're huge compared to him, and he's like,
Mhm.
he saved my life. I mean, I was bleeding out, and he bandaged me and helped me out a little bit. So, and and you see him kind of blush a little bit. He's like, I said, you know, for all of his help that I would pay him. But I'm a little strapped right now, and he like pats his armor. He has no pouches or anything on it, and you see Trinity go, "That's all right, Hax," and he like puts his hand on Hax's shoulder, and he's like, "So you," and he's like, Hax. He goes, I'll take care of it." He goes, "Can you just go?" And he goes, "Just go." And he reaches behind his desk without looking behind him and pulls out a scroll, and he hands it to Hax. He's like, "Go to the last stitch and get your armor repaired. We can't have you looking like that." And he's like, "Yep, all right, all right." And he grabs the thing, and he kind of like he looks at them while he's like leaving the room because obviously, you know, these are like his commanding officer, and he's like, "Okay, okay, all right, and you guys have a good day. If you need me, you can just find me." And you see Trinity's like, "Hax, if I need you, I'll you know, at ease, it's fine. Just if I need anything, I'll call for you." And he's like, "Okay, okay," and then he leaves. He goes out the door, and then you see him just like double time run just into the crowd. You have no idea where he went, and you see Trinity turn to you, and you see Baron behind you just come over and sit in a side chair and lean his back against the side of the thing and then cross his legs, and you see him actually pull a pipe out and like light a pipe and start to smoke a pipe, and you see Trinity turn to you, and he's like, "So sorry, that was a little quick." um he's like, "Hax is well, he's Hax, but your name's O'Grady, did I get that right?"
Yeah, that's my name.
And Hax said that you were going to be paid for your service.
That's what I was promised.
How much did he say?
Oh boy, I can't even remember now.
150,000.
350.
I'm gonna okay. So, as you're like, huh? He's like, he just smirks and he goes, "Is 100 gold good?"
Yeah, I suppose.
He's like, "Good." And then he shakes your. He goes like this to shake your hand, like, you know,
Yeah, I don't.
you
I
don't.
retract my hand. I'm not doing
Oh, you're
that.
not shaking. He's like, "Fair enough."
Nope.
And you see him reach. You see him reach in the you know, the desk he was at, and he pulls a drawer open. He pulls out a sack and he throws you the sack. You know. Do you want to count it?
What's that? Yeah.
He throws you a sack. You hear like the change hit and everything. I take it you want to count it.
Yeah, I'm gonna count it.
Yeah, it's all there. It's all there.
It's all there.
Yeah, he's like, you know, I don't want to offend you or anything, but one time in my life, I didn't shake someone's hand and then I agreed to a deal, and I've been in military service for quite a while. So next time you agree to terms to something, you might want to agree to the amount before you shake someone's hand or agree to anything. Just a word of the wise. I'm just throwing that out there.
Well, I'll think about that.
Good. He's like, so, he goes, come with me for a second. Do you mind coming with me?
It's nice in here.
Yeah, sure.
So he takes you. You guys kind of go in this back room, and Baron follows you guys. As soon as you guys start moving, Baron gets up and has his pipe still, and follows you guys in the room. And he closes the door behind him, and he's like, so did Hax tell you what his mission was?
He, I honestly I can't really remember. He just keeps needing me to tag along, and so
Well,
I
as I,
don't know.
he said, as I said before, Hax is Hax. He's not that bright, but he does everything that's asked of him, and always makes it out. It sounds like this time I was a little bit too close to call. Well, he goes, I actually had Hax go and try to find a druid. And if you're here, I'd imagine that meant that he succeeded in his mission. Is that true?
Yeah, I believe so.
Well, we need someone that can knows a little bit about the old ways. Did you find anything while you were out searching? If you don't want to tell me, that's fine, but it would greatly benefit you and me to figure that out because I don't know if you know this, but things are starting to happen that probably can't be undone.
Um, well, I did find some druidic writings.
And just to remind you, I mean, it was weeks ago,
Hmm.
you found a haft that looked like a haft to a weapon, and it had a note that
Yeah,
said, you need to give this to Trinity, is what the note said.
which is why. Yeah, yeah,
Okay.
I know. I found that what appeared to be a quarter staff with the druidic writing on it that said to bring it to Trinity. So
He's
that's
like,
why we're here.
oh, really? He's like, can I see the item?
Sure.
You just pull it out of your. I mean,
Nope.
you're probably using it to walk. It's like a pretty big staff. It looks like, if I remember right.
Is it? Oh
Well,
man.
it's kind of big. It's probably strapped to your back, so you have to like
All right, but
sling it.
yeah.
He looks at it. He like takes it from me and looks at it, and he's like, may I? Like he puts his hands out like he wants to touch it.
Oh,
So he looks at the item and he just looks stumped, and he's like, uh, does this look like a weapon to you? He's asking you,
um,
Crane.
oh, he's asking me.
Yeah, if you
Oh
want,
yeah, of course.
yeah, if you want, you can do like an Arcana check and see if you can figure out what it is.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Your
I'll
Arcana,
roll for.
your Arcana is +1.
Okay, so let me roll for that real quick. I got a 4 again.
Todd, did you go over there and put your dice in his house? What happened, man? What happened?
Yo, I was just about to say it.
Yeah, this.
Hey, don't blame me.
I mean, I just did. Anyway, it doesn't. It does not look like a weapon, and you see him like he hands it back to you, and he kind of like scratches his chin a bit. He's like, I don't know what this is, but there is somebody in town who may be able to figure it out, and that's Wyan. She's the apothecary here. So I'm gonna give you this, and you see him like go down like in the corner of the room. There's like a desk, and you see him pull out like there's a quill there and like a feather stopper, and he like, like writes a note really quick, and he goes, he goes, just follow this path, you'll find it. It'll be in town. You'll see a big sign on her shop that says Wyan's Apothecary, and you can't miss it. Her sign's the only one in town that floats off of her business. She doesn't have a post. So if you want to go there, and he goes, don't worry, there's money in it. But let me tell you, I think this is pretty powerful. It would be great if you could figure out what it was. And if you're the only one that can read something on it, that would help us out.
All right, we've gone this far. We might as well carry it through.
You see him smile a bit. He's like, I like that attitude. He's like, well, good luck. Let me know what you find. I'll be in touch. If you need anything, let me know. If you see any other Knight of Solamnia, you can tell him that you need something or need to get word to me, and that'll happen right away. Good luck, O'Grady.
All right.
So you kind of like go out in the crowd, and is there anything you want to do before you? I mean, do you want to look around? There's shops galore. There's like a blacksmith place. There's obviously her apothecary that he just mentioned. There's a tailor that they mentioned, the last stitch. I mean, there's a lot of places you can explore. I don't know if you want to go to the apothecary right away or if you want to look around a bit before you.
Yes. I don't know. I guess I'll look around a bit,
Oh,
seeing as I'm nomadic anyways. So
yeah. It's a lot to take in. There's like a lot of like culture shock, and you're just kind of like walking around. And I'm gonna switch to Tailspire here, so we can all. Let me go. Hang on. So this is like where you guys are. You just came out of like. I'll say that this building is the tailor right there. So you guys came out of here. You were out of the tailor. And you were getting your stuff done. He said it was going to be 2 hours across here. This is where you'd smelled. It's marked as croissants, and you guys were told to never go there because it's terrible. But you see the oven outside. Obviously, the courtyard's here, right here, and yeah. So I don't know what you guys want to do while you're what direction you want to go or whatever. But yeah, I know there is an apothecary. You guys know that just from, like I said, when we did our review thing, you guys were just talking about you just wanted to. It was just
Go get some potions.
you want to get some potions. Also, I gave you a map, and my whole thing was like, listen, I'm not going to sit here and be like, you don't know where anything is in the city. If you stop, a guard's going to be like, the apothecary's that way, the bakery is this way, the forages are that way. You're going to be able to get directions. They're not just going to leave you in the lurch to figure out what you want to do or where to go. They're going to tell you like, hey, go here, go there, stuff like that.
I'd like to do something kind of odd. You're all cool with it.
Uh-oh.
Run it.
All right, so I'm gonna put my hand on Uriel's shoulder.
Oh, he's been paying attention today too much.
I'm gonna look him in the eye, and I'm gonna say, "Sir, never underestimate the power of trying hard. It's through perseverance, determination, and unwavering commitment that we can push beyond our limits and achieve the extraordinary."
Oh,
And I'd like to use my persuasion to try and give him inspiration.
Oh. Yeah, I don't think you have to roll.
Hold on one second.
That's just.
I have inspiration.
Oh.
You already have it.
Yeah.
Oh, you son of a bitch.
Well,
It's for nothing.
I'll say like I don't know what you want to say to him, but you could be like, good talk.
I got double inspiration.
You could say like we could say like good talk. But yeah, hang on. I'm moving the camera back around. Yeah, I think I just have to make these smaller. I think it's like I have so many files saved that it's like breaking the game or something. I don't know. Oh, you know what? No, that's okay. I want to whatever. So yeah, you guys are kind of there. You come out of the tailor.
Well, thank you.
24.
Oh, to do for what? Sorry, what was it? 24.
Oh, I was just trying to see if I get because as we had mentioned it before, right? Like sometimes his rolls are really bad. So if I could persuade him, but I have to roll to give him persuasion.
I would say, I don't know. I'm not looking at the particular role, but like you guys are all in this together. He's an ally. You've been with some stuff with him. If you want to give him inspiration, I'll say, is it a spell slot you're using to do that? Or is it just through the kindness of your heart? Like how is that?
Spell slot.
Yeah, I was just using a persuasion.
Oh, okay.
To convince him to be inspired.
To convince him to be inspired.
Yeah.
Well, you rolled a 24. I'll write that down. So, yeah.
So inspired.
I told you it'd be weird.
Okay. For some reason, Christian keeps vanishing from my screen. I don't know why. It keeps coming up with me again. Like I said, nobody wants to see my ugly face again. It just keeps disappearing. Here we go. There we go. There's Christian. There he is. Yeah, so what do you guys want to do? Do you want to go to the apothecary? Do you want to go get some croissants from the place that you're never supposed to go to? Or like,
I feel like if we go there and we get the croissant, we'll be looked down upon.
Well, I mean, there's also forges. You can go to the forges. There's tons of places you can go to. So you guys all have options on where.
Like I said, I wanted to go to the apothecary to see about getting some potions and lotions and all that. Yep. And then if anybody else had any idea of places they wanted to go, I was all free. But we also need to talk about if we plan on joining one of the groups or just.
You guys can talk while you're headed toward the apothecary. You guys can talk about this stuff on your way there. So.
I'm happy to go. So it's I think joining one of those organizations might be a good idea. Or you guys maybe if something interests you at the wizard stuff, go do the mage thing. For me, like if I could get some armor and maybe some training on how to use it, I'd be much more stronger. I think much more of an asset.
I'm not looking at your sheet right now. What kind of armor are you wearing? Are you just wearing leather or whatever? Or?
I'm wearing chainmail. No, this is me RPing to them.
No, I know. I'm just so I know what to give you. If I offer you leather, you're gonna be like, get out of here. That's
Oh yeah.
yeah. If you go to an armor's smith, he's like, I have this nice cloth robe. You're like, get out of here. Like it's not gonna
Get
do me
out
any
of
good.
here.
Yeah, it's not gonna do me any good.
So, maybe they can teach me something that help out, or at least give me some supplies and these sorts of things, and it might be worthwhile. Also, a good paycheck, maybe fine. Yeah, so I'd be down with that.
Mm-hmm.
That's true. Swami, I was thinking it might be in our interest to talk to the mages.
Yeah, we need
If
to.
we can get their backing and get some training to boost our stuff, then we could be unstoppable.
Hey, I'm all for more magic missile. So let's figure this out.
Anything that'll buff up that. I mean, I'm not gonna disrespect Swami's magnificent. Okay. So, do you guys want to go to the forges first, or the apothecary, or who? What's first?
I think we're going to the apothecary first, right?
Okay, just making sure.
I was going to say, you're really trying to get us to go to that forge. Is
No,
there something good there?
I'm just trying to say that there's tons of stuff to go do. So, like, I don't want to say like all you can do is go to the apothecary.
Oh, no. Well, I mean, two of us are magic people, so the forge don't really do that much for us.
Right.
And, I mean, our guy gave us some weapons and some stuff that I think is probably going to be better than what they're going to have that we can afford.
Oh, that's right. You guys logged out. So, do you guys see on the screen where I am now? You guys are kind of at the steps of the apothecary right here.
Yeah, that's where I was when I kept getting.
Oh, okay. So, what order do you guys want to go in? Do you guys care or?
No.
Okay, I'll just do it like what's on the screen. So, like Uriel, you kind of come in first. The door is open. Martaka kind of second. I'm gonna put everybody in here. You guys come in and you immediately smell like that. Actually, you know what I got? I got this. See if it works. But you guys hear, you guys just hear like potions bubbling, and you smell like that acrid smell. You guys are walking in, and immediately you guys kind of see what's here. Like you see the floating signs. It says Wyand's Apothecary on both sides, and you just see all these potions on the shelf and everything. But you see this weird mist in front of them. Like in front of each shelf.
This must be their security, so nobody runs off with a potion.
Like when you guys walk through, you hear a bird chirp, like a songbird, and you see this woman kind of in the back, and whoops, come on, there she is. She is she's got like black hair, and she's wearing like kind of a short black robe with like black raven feathers. She's like, morning, come in. Is there anything I can help you with, or do you just want to look around, or what are and then she just you guys don't say anything. It's been like 2 seconds, and she just goes back around the corner.
Okay.
Go ahead, Uriel. What do you want to get?
I'm like, excuse me, ma'am. I would like to see if you had any healing potions.
Me too.
Oh, all right. Hang on one sec. And she looks like she's walking very briskly, and she like goes over. She's like, hello. Yes, sorry, I was busy. Healing potions. Yes. Powerful healing potions, or like I'm a farmer and I sprained my ankle when my pet goat stepped on my ankle.
The second,
like a ball of fire just hit me and I'm about to die kind of potions.
Oh, I see. So you're stupid. Okay, hang on. And she like goes in the shelves and starts looking down the aisle. She's like, right, for stupid people. Hang on. Yes, I have some here. These you just call them healing potions, I believe. And she like pulls out of the shelf like 4 healing potions.
Okay, how much?
I owe somebody a healing potion.
Oh.
Don't I?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if
Yes.
Uriel's. Oh, okay. I didn't know. I was going to be like, you. Yeah,
but
you absolutely.
I wasn't gonna. but I wasn't gonna say anything.
Oh no, I'll get one here.
We help each other out.
Yeah, but I still want you to have the one that you missed, and so I can borrow it again later.
She's like,
There you go.
these are greater healing potions, so these are 150 gold.
Yeah, we don't have that
For,
kind of
for
cash, lady.
all of them.
Well,
Hey,
each.
persuade her. Persuade
She's
her.
got
Come
like
on now.
3. She's got like, she's holding like 2 in one hand and 1 in there. She's like 3. It's 3. It's 300 altogether for, or it's 150 a pop, so 450.
So buy one get one free.
I'm sorry, something must have been in my ears. You said you don't want to pay for something.
Do you have like regular healing potions?
Oh, you want the goat ankle one? Okay, hang on. And she like goes back, in the thing, puts those back, and just gets a normal healing potion, the one that does 2d4 plus 2. She brings out. She's like, you want these, the farmer ones?
Yeah, how much are those?
These are 50 gold a pop. Special
And
for farmer.
Jesus Christ.
She looks
Is
at
there
you
a
and
whole
she
hookup
looks at you
or-
and she goes, these are $50 a piece, special for farmers who don't have a lot of money and get hit by goats or something. Fireballs? You
Where
said
the
fireball.
hell is that?
She looks at you, Uriel. She's like, you said
Where
fireball.
is cheap at?
I'm sorry, cheap, because
I
you
don't
didn't.
see cheap.
Well, you haven't used my products yet.
You say cheap because he's farmer, but farmer don't have 50 gold to buy potions.
You don't know a lot of farmers, do you?
No, I'm too busy trying to save them.
What about a deal? What if we bought like 4 all together? You give us a bit of a homie hookup discount. I like to use persuasion. Try to persuade.
Okay, you got it. Are you using your ring to see if it procs?
Yeah, could you roll that?
Please.
Yep. So even again. Okay.
Even?
That's a
Yeah.
5. I don't think it's procced once. That was a 5. I just rolled in a d6. So
Jesus, it has
The dumbest
never
gift that
worked.
I've ever owned. All right, so I'll just use regular persuasion.
I don't. Let me look at what your persuasion thing is here really quick. Which I totally forgot what it was.
So you're gonna roll it.
Persuade. Oh, did you roll it?
Yeah.
Plus
15.
7. She
Yep.
like looks at you. She's like, a discount. Well, the only discount we offer is to mages of high sorcery. You wouldn't happen to be mages of high sorcery. And she like looks at you. She's like, no.
What if we become mages of high sorcery?
Oh, well, that would change the price of most of the goods in the store. Yes.
Well, and I'll turn to the guys. Just like if that's where you guys are going, we could just come back after.
Yeah, I do have a question though. I have a vial of a potion, but the guy who gave it to me had no clue what it was. Can you by chance tell me what it is?
I could for a price.
Or is that going to be another 150 gold?
Not 150. No, more like 25. 10 maybe if I like you. I don't like you yet.
I feel the feeling is mutual.
Oh, that hurts my feelings. As
Doesn't hurt
this
mine
guy.
either.
As you guys are like talking, O'Grady, you come to the steps of the apothecary, and you hear some people talking inside. Hang on, let me do this. Boom, and he's visible. Look at that. He's right there. Reveal him. Come on. Yep. Stop it. Okay.
Oh, Grady.
He comes up, and you see. I'm gonna have to move people over, but you basically see these people, bickering in the aisleway of this whatever. Yeah. So Grady, you see these people just bickering with the this woman, like I described before. She has like short black robes with like a feather top, like crow's feathers. She's got black hair, and she's just like talking to them. And you hear accent and everything. She's like, "No, I don't." She's like, "I don't like you yet." That's what you hear kind of when you walk in.
I just look around and just keep to myself and don't say nothing to nobody.
Um,
I
Look
say,
around.
how about a
So,
croissant? It's better than the crappy ones here.
oh, you want to go get a
And
croissant?
I offer her a croissant. Because remember, I grabbed a handful of them.
That's right, because you're like, why do I just have to buy one? I could buy 7, and you bought a couple.
Yeah,
Yeah, she's like, are they from Marta or Marlin?
they are not. They are from Marlin.
Oh, well, you sweeten the deal. She's like, all right, I'll look at your potion for 5 gold and 2 croissants.
I go to highway robber. Okay.
That's dipping into my croissant reserve. I
I know, right?
I only got 2 left. Do you guys just want to keep looking around and stuff, or?
Yeah, I want to look in the back, see what they got going on back there.
You
I'm
said
looking
5
for
gold?
some dynamite or explosives if they have any, like for miners or something like that.
Oh
Or
yeah.
like some mage oil.
So this
I want to look for some unusual trinkets.
back here where these books are, Martok, and I'll move your guy there. It shows books, but that's kind of like where the explosives are. So you're probably back there looking.
Yeah.
All right, we'll put you back there. Oh yeah, you're by the fire. Hang on. I had to like cut the roof off this so I could get it to. There you go. Yeah. What else here? Swami, where you want to go? You want to go in the back and see the good stuff?
Yeah, to see if they got like any trinkets or like mage books.
So you want to go like right here, basically, like back in here.
Yeah.
You go to walk back here, and you literally run into an invisible wall. You're like, and if you touch it, you just see like shimmering light, like your hand run across like shimmering light. And you see her like come back, because that's like her office. She like whoops. Well, you see her just like coming back, and she walks right through it, and then she looks at you the other side, doesn't even turn all the way around, just turns over her shoulder and says, I appreciate you trying at least. Maybe if you're more powerful, you can walk through here, but not now.
I asked her, what did she have to do in order to become so powerful?
Oh, you hear her put something down really quick, like, and then come around the corner. O'Grady, do you want to say anything? Or are you just watching all this, like waiting for your moment to, you don't want to interrupt or anything? Or I just want to make sure.
oh no, I'm just browsing.
Okay.
Just browsing.
Bro, he's the secret shopper.
He's like, I'm the manager. I own this building, and you're treating customers very poorly. Like he's gonna like, you see her. She turns around. She's like, "What do I have to do? I had to take the test, and I passed the test."
What test?
She said,
You know what test?
"Yeah, you can
The
hear."
maid's test.
She's like, to become a mage is a very powerful thing. You have to take the test of high sorcery. You have to get invitation to take the test. You take the test of high sorcery. You're given a mentor. You're given robes. And you're given things. Those things make you very powerful. But you know what else makes you very powerful? Years of experience. I have all 3 of the things I just mentioned, or 4, depending on how you count.
And then I ask if she has any trinkets or mage books to sell back there.
There's a few, but they're not for sale. Not for you. She's
Fireball. Like, just playing.
Fireball? Yeah.
Fireball.
Not in this.
Just play it.
The whole place goes up because there's nothing but explosives near Martok, and all the potions are volatile. Everybody walks out with burnt clothes, like, way to go, Swami. He's like, wow, I was trying to intimidate her. I didn't know the building would go up. Like, yeah.
I just ask her if she knows anything that she can teach me.
Well, you strike a hard bargain. If you were to sign say a piece of paper. And when she says that, she takes her hand out, and you see like fire hit her hand, and as it like grows like a cigarette, and burns out, and at the end of it, there's a scroll. When all that burns out, all the fire burns out. She goes, if you sign in the dotted line and take the test, you and I may be mentoree. I could teach you things. You could look at the books back here. They're pretty shiny. And
Sold. I'm
powerful.
signing.
You want to sign? Okay. She's before she hands it to you. She does this
Whoa,
with her.
whoa. Hold on. Let me not sell my soul so quick.
Okay, there was more, but okay.
What? Okay. What all entails to this contract?
She goes, all right, you're asking her?
Yeah.
She says, if you sign the contract, that means you have someone to sponsor you, which is me. That means you will go take the test of high sorcery, and if you pass, you will get a mentor.
Okay, but what is asked of me afterwards? Like I'm basically signing myself, giving myself to this. So what is asked of me in exchange for what I'm receiving?
Well, you will be a mage of high sorcery, and you will be a new mage of high sorcery. So that means other mages get to tell you what to do, and your mentor gets to tell you what to do. You are part of an order of ancient mages. And she does quote fingers when she says that. She's like, we always like to say how powerful we are. Yes, we've been around a long time, but we made mistakes. But you are basically part of an order of mages with hierarchy and rank and special conditions and properties. Very boring things. Unless you want me to explain, then I will explain all of that. And if I'm a mentor, unfortunately, I have to explain it. There's other paperwork you have to sign. I'm just kidding. That's the only thing you have to sign. But after that, I will have to teach you things. So if you are my mentee, which I hope so. And she like winks at you.
Is there gonna be anything asked of me that brings any dishonor to me?
She's like, well, it depends on what you think dishonor is. Give me a history check, Swami.
Oh God, 9.
Well, you don't have to roll that high to know that, alignment is fluid. If you are kind of a chaotic person, you don't care how many people you kill or whatever. It doesn't. It all washes out in whatever that saying is. I forget that saying, but basically, it doesn't matter to you if you're chaotic evil. You don't think you're doing something evil. You're just an ends to a means to an end. If you're good and lawful, you follow laws in town. So really, what do you think's going to bring you dishonor?
Made to tell a lie, or made to kill an innocent person.
She's like, well, I'll tell you a secret. The test is for everybody to keep, and it will test you individually. And depending on how you do in the test, that's how you receive your different robes. Me, I went with black. It matches my eyes and how I treat people. But some people get other robes. She goes, you.
No kidding.
She says, she goes, but I can see from you, you're a bit different, maybe? You sorcerer, right? That's pretty powerful. Not many sorcerers come through here. Mostly people that just want to read endlessly. In fact, I'm a little jealous. It took me years to do what you can do when you're young. So,
And could, if I sign, could anything I do eventually get me kicked out? And if so, what?
If you fail the test, you will be.
I mean, no, I know, but I know if I fail it, yes. But if I pass the test and I'm in, what is something that can get me kicked out and banned?
She goes, well, that's very complex based on each order. My order isn't particular, just certain things. We have our guardrails are, how you say, more made of rubber than stone. But other orders are more rigid. I actually don't know. I don't associate with the other mages. They annoy me. But she goes, I can tell you, if you're doing something that your mentor has asked you, that usually means it came from the Council of High Wizards. They are very learned people, and as much as I'd like to make fun of them, they are very talented. So, if you get
if you sign, I get a mentor and basically a home.
Correct. And guidance. She goes,
and
if
I
you
have access to everything after I sign.
well, yes, I mean within reason. We're not going to give you like say a scroll of meteor shower like tomorrow. You have to work up to that. But yes, we will train you and things like that. It'll work well. It'll work well. It worked well for me. I mean, look at my shop. This is pretty great. I get to make
Yeah,
fun
but
of people that
I wouldn't be in it for the money. I'd be in it for the knowledge.
Well, that's good then.
All right, I'll sign.
Okay, like she's got the scroll in one hand, and you say that you sign, and she does with the other hand. You see like a feathered quill come, but it's gold, and she basically goes like that, and the page like scrolls out, and then she hands you the thing to sign. You sign, and like as you sign, like all the letters are like burning into the paper. You just sign your signature, and you don't speak Celestial or anything, or do you speak Celestial? I forget.
No.
So yeah, these just
No.
look like really like flowery letters, and you sign the bottom, and as soon as you do, there's a flash, and it becomes like a hummingbird, like just a white light hummingbird, and it looks at you, and then it just flies out the window. Oh, Grady, do you want to? She stopped talking, and you see her. She actually, before we stop, she looks at you, Swami. She's like, "Do you need anything else?"
Yeah, who's that guy back there?
Oh, and she like looks over your shoulder. She's like, "Actually, I don't know." And O'Grady, she looks at you. She's like, I'm sorry. What is your name? Do you need something in my shop?"
I'm just browsing your wares. Never been here before. Never been to this city, so I'm just checking it out.
Oh,
Seeing what's
okay.
going.
Um,
Got a little bit of money, but
she,
seeing that
you see her look at you, and she like starts walking over to you, and you see her eyes squint, and she goes, she like looks at you for a second. And she's like, "I know you probably don't want people
That's
to."
me.
She went right through you. No, she's going to him over here. There's no clipping, so she had to go literally through you to get to him. But she sends in front of you, and she's got like her hands out. She's like, I don't want to touch, but I think you have a note for me in your pocket. And you like look down, and there's that fire coming off the letter that Trinity gave you. It's not burning you. It's more of like an illusion. But like
okay.
the letter in your pocket is literally burning, illusionary burning.
Like, so do I feel like it's burning me?
It's a little warm, but it's not like catching your clothes on fire. But it feels like you literally have like a warm pad in your, in your hand or in your pocket or whatever.
All right. Well, then I guess I'll pull it out and look at it. Do I have to do an investigation check for that, or?
No, you can just hand it to her.
Okay.
You see her like read it, and then she goes, interesting. So she like doesn't say it, but she looks at you and she goes, I see. Then she looks down at the letter. She goes, can you wait here one moment?
Sure, I suppose.
Okay, that's good. She goes over Uriel to you.
You said, do you want something? I said, well, I was still waiting to find out about that potion.
Do you want the big one for the actual adults, or do you want the one for the farmer again?
The potion that I gave you 2 of my croissants and 5 gold pieces to tell me what it was.
Ah, yes. I'm sorry. I was distracted. I'm distracted. Look around. Look around. And then she comes back to you, O'Grady. Well, it's not moving you. She goes, sir, I don't mean to be rude. She looks right at you, O'Grady, and she's looking up at you. It's just this short human woman, and she says, can you follow me back to behind the wall there? Don't worry about the man. We'll move him out of the way. Do you mind following me?
Sure.
You guys both kind of like move behind the thing, like behind here.
And then I flip Swami off.
Like, well, you're taller than him. You can just give him the stink eyes. You're walking by. You're just like, I mean, you can flip it off if you want, but like, yeah, you're just like whatever, dude. And as soon as you go through the point that Swami stops, you just walk through. And
Yeah.
and you guys are like, hang on, I'll see if I can zoom in a little bit so you can see. Oh, whoa, too much. Okay. Wow, this camera. she like looks at you and she's like, you're like back here and she's like, so you found something that Trinity wants me to look at. What is it?
This quarterstaff, if I am correct.
Oh, she takes it. She's like, this is a. She looks at it for a second. You see her hold it, and she grips it. Her hands start to burn, and then the staff like lights on fire, and then everything fades. And she goes, "Oh, this is very, very powerful. Where did you find this? Don't tell me. I don't want to know. I don't know who you stole it off of. They may come back looking for you. Um, this is very important. Do you don't know what it is though?
No idea.
Hmm. And Trinity said it's important. Yes.
Yep, from what I've been told.
Well, I'll tell you this right here. She like taps it on the ground, and when she taps it on the ground, there's like all these symbols appear on it, like whip around it and everything, like start to grow on it like vines, but it's like burning into the wood, and it's all druidic.
Oh wow.
You don't have to roll because it's a language you speak. These are
Yeah, so
give me
I
go ahead. Sorry.
was just gonna say, I guess I'll try to read them, see what's going on.
So it's druidic, but it's written out of order. It's like if you wrote the alphabet out of order, so you would have to spend some time like spinning the stick around and being like, okay, this means this means this.
Oh, okay.
But she says, but I'll tell you this is for something very very mechanical. She's like, this thing is actually probably, I don't speak your language, but very powerful. They're actually here, hang on. She goes to her desk and she writes something down, and then you see her reach in the drawer and pull out some money, and she hands it to you, and she's like, all right, this is going to sound very stupid, very very stupid, but just follow me. I'm going to give you this money, and then I'm going to need you to talk to somebody else because that is very important, and you're the only one who can really read it. But I think it goes to something else. That's all I know. It's a gear. That's all I know. It's a gear for something. She said, but listen to me. These people out here, they're actually pretty good. I'm giving them a hard time. It's fun. It's Monday. I'm tired and bored. So I needed something to do. All my potions are made. But you are all going to need to help each other because they're actually very competent. I'm giving them a hard time, except for the one that just signed the paper. He's got a little, he's got, how do the kids say, spunk or spirit, but he needs to be trained. Anyway, I will pay. Okay, hang on. And she's like writing something down on a piece of paper. She's like, oh, my word. Okay. She's like, okay, just all right, hang on. And she's like reaching in the drawer and she's pulling out like maps and like weird like just potions and stuff, and she like puts like a wood kit together. She's like putting stuff in it. She closes it and she goes, stay right here. Hang on. And then she goes out into the store and she's like, hi, you three that are here, the hi, and she's like right next to you, Swami. And she's like yelling in your ear. She's like, hello, sorry, you two, I need your help. I will pay. You. I need your help.
Whoa. Who's all these people?
Well, you listen. I know.
How
Okay.
much you gonna pay?
She's like, what? I don't really have to pay you much. You just signed up to be a wizard, so you'll take like maybe payment. And this man gives croissants and money. Maybe you'll take that. No, I'll give you.
No.
I don't have
me
any.
my money and
I
my
don't.
croissants
I don't
back
have any
'cause
more.
You still haven't given me my answer.
She's like, 1 second. She's like, I need help. There's a lab. I gave the big guy over there a map, and he needs an escort down to this lab. There's an inventor there. I need you to go check on her. I also want to make sure she's all right, but it's important that he goes and he needs some form of assistance because he is okay at what he does, but I'm afraid he wouldn't make it on the road. So I will pay all of you to escort him.
How much are we talking?
50 gold there, and if you get back another 50 gold.
And a potion.
Which kind of potion?
The good potion for stupid people who
Oh,
get hit by fireballs.
oh, okay. Give me a persuasion check there, Uriel.
It's probably not going to work, but you know, whatever.
You can give it a shot.
Got inspiration, remember?
Yeah, you got inspiration. Am I not seeing it on my thing?
Oh shit!
Does the internet suck that bad? I don't see it on my thing.
Oh, I rolled the regular dice.
Oh, what'd you get?
I rolled a nat 20.
Hey! Finally, it happened.
Eh.
So I got a 21.
Okay, she's like, if you escort him, I will give you the good potion. Yes, that's actually very smart to ask for that. And then you see her, O'Grady, you see her I'm not going to move her, but you see her come around the corner and she's like, okay, I'm sorry. I know. I just have a feeling about you. You don't like people, and I understand. I stay in the shop all day. I don't even like going down the street to get food. I bump into people. They have livestock in town. What is that about? Farmership. Anyway, listen, I need this. That gear is important. You're the only one that can read it. Trinity sent you here because he knew that I could probably figure out what it was, but I can't read it. And the inventor downtown is very smart. It's a gear to something, but you all need to go talk to her because you've probably seen the fires and the refugees coming in. It's very important. So I will pay them to escort you down to help them, and then you can do whatever you want when you come back with whatever answers from the inventor.
All right. Well, how much are you talking paying me?
Oh, she goes, I have a good feeling about there will be money on the way, but if you want to see actual coin, I'll give you 100 gold for the whole thing, the whole trip, just like them.
I don't know. I think I'm kind of needed for this, though, right? A little important. I'm the only one who can read it.
Give me a persuasion check with advantage.
I missed a little.
Sorry.
So we have a mission. Am I involved?
Yeah, basically she's hiring you guys to escort O'Grady down to a lab. He needs to go talk to an inventor there, and he's not going to make it on the road alone.
Are we able to buy discount potions now?
100 gold if we make it there and back, and one of the good potions.
But can we buy now potions like
at a discount?
Goat hit me with his face.
He's like, yeah, if you come back, how about this? I sweeten the deal. If you come back, I give you the money and I let you just take a potion. One potion.
Okay.
All right. That's very good. I would say, though, if you need to get anything, I would get it here. Nothing is really on the road except dirt, cows, a few chickens, some farmers, and
all right,
that's about it.
Let me buy 2 of the regular potions at the
$50
high wizard discount or whatever it is.
So for the other ones, it would be you get 2 regular healing potions, the 2d4 plus 2 or whatever. It'll be 50 gold for both those.
Yep, I'll do that, and I'll give 1 to Uriel. There it is.
That's a nat 20. That's a nat 20. So there you go. So you did it. So you're like, well, I'm pretty important, and you see her go, oh, you're smart too, and yes, you are very important. So what do you need? What do you need? I have many things here.
I just want more money.
What about she goes, more money, of course. How about this? How about I give you 100 gold and 100 more gold? How about that?
All right, that works.
All right then. She goes, do you shake hands or no?
I suppose I should start. So yeah, I'll shake the hand.
I can't keep accepting these deals and just not shake people's hands and get screwed over later.
I know.
She shakes your hand. She shakes your hand. She's like, good, okay. Yeah, so she takes some money and everything. Do you guys want anything else? Swami, do you want to buy anything
got-
while you're there?
I got me 2 potions too.
Okay. She's like, oh yeah, and your potion? Pretty neat. It's a potion of Featherfall. She's like, here, take it. She like gives you your potion back. She goes, it's just a potion of Featherfall. But let me tell you, if you fall off a building, that'd come in handy. Or, if you get pushed off a building. Or, you get the idea. And she just,
I'll take 2 more potions, in fact.
oh, potion boy over here. Okay. She like grabs 2 more and takes the money. And
Yep.
she looks at you, Swami, and she looks right at you. She's like right next to you. She goes, in all seriousness, I hope the test works out. You'll know it when you see it. Everybody does. It'll be big tower. Big
Say that again?
tower. She goes, if you walk the path, they already know your invitation's in the air. When you walk down a path, one day you will wake up and see a large single tower. It'll look like the mage tower that you see, or the towers you see out of the city. Only one door in, no doors out. Nobody can come in except you because you've been invited to join the Mage Guild. It'll happen one day when you least expect it. You have to go in the tower and do everything that's required of you. If you make it out, obviously you pass the test. If you don't, you could die, or you could just fail the test and be hunted by mages for the end of eternity.
I guess I'll go talk to Marlin about signing the paperwork.
You like come up. She's like, "Did you say you were interested in taking the test as well?" And she like looks you over a little bit,
I did.
Oh, well, I mean, you heard everything I told your friend. I mean, are you still interested?
I am.
That doesn't sound like you're interested.
You've been treating me like shit the whole time I've been here, so why would I be interested in you making me sign?
Treating people like shit is just my love language, so it's not really that much different for me. So anyway, if you are interested, you just sign on the dotted line, and maybe you'll get a happier mentor. Someone who's faking it their whole lives and is just not serious like me. Anyway, and she does the same thing, and you see like the scroll and the thing come out. She's like, you could go to the guy who, those were actually very good croissants. You could go to him. It doesn't matter to me. I mean, I have many of these invitations.
Ah,
Putting his hand out.
I put my hand out and gesture.
And you see the same thing. You sign. You don't speak Celestial, right? I don't think your guy speaks Celestial.
I do.
Oh, you do? It basically says, I hear by signing my
I
name.
do speak.
Oh, you do speak Celestial. So yeah, it basically says, Uriel, by signing my name here, do agree that I will be tested by the Tower of High Sorcery to be submitted to be a mage. And you see the same thing, like after you sign it, the letters fade away. It becomes like a hummingbird, and it looks at you, and its wings flap, and then it shoots out the window again. He goes, all right, well, I don't have to go through this speech again with your friend. You heard that someday you will see a tower. Good luck. Do you want any advice, or has it's been good for me? I don't know if it's been good for you. I got the money, you got the potions. Maybe the mages will get 2 new recruits. Who knows if you survive? Uh-oh.
Thanks, lady. And I'll walk out.
And then O'Grady, she like turns to you. She's like, you guys kind of like move out a little bit, or like Martok, you kind of go towards the door, and she looks at you, O'Grady, and she goes, I mean, it's a little rough, I'm sorry, but it is kind of dangerous on the road, so you will need people there, and that gear you have in your hand is important. I don't really know what it's for, but somebody did enchant it, and they wrote your language on it, so it must be important. And the inventor is the only one in town. She's a gnome, by the way. Take these papers to her, and she just gives you a bunch of papers, and she goes, give her these and tell her that you're on your way.
Okay.
Her name is Titana Rukeldust. I think that's a dumb name, but she's a gnome, so they're very weird. So remember that, Titana Rukeldust.
Titana Rukeldust.
Yes, she's again very eccentric, very gnomish, very small, but good anyway. All right. So, and she looks at you, Swami. She's like, "Are you good? Do you want potion too? Your friends bought potions.
No, I'm good.
Are you sure? You don't look happy now that you signed the piece of paper. Don't worry. Maybe I'm being too mean. You'll probably do fine. I mean, you're a sorcerer.
Are you some
Again,
Russian?
So sorry, my
oh, you're fine.
like I said, my internet is sucking right now. What were you? I do speak Celestial, so
Oh, you didn't hear what it basically says. I, Uriel, by signing this form, submit to the test of high sorcery and to become a mage, basically. And then, just like it did with Swami, after you sign it, it like zips into light and becomes like a hummingbird, looks at you, and then zips out the window. And you heard my whole speech with Swami, or did you get cut off there too? About like there'll be a tower, you'll be walking one day, you'll see a tower, you have to go in the tower.
And you fight until you either die or you fail and you get attacked by all the
She said
mages.
it isn't all fighting. There is tests of skill and brain and combat, and every test is different for everyone. And there is some kind of byline in there that we're not allowed to talk about it, but you can talk about it if you want. So who knows if it's even real? I know the tower's real.
Is anything even real?
She looks at you. She's like, "Okay, it's only Monday. Don't start with that."
It's all simulation.
It's all a simulation. Thanks a lot, Neo. Swami, do you want anything before?
No, I'm good.
Oh, I was going to ask, do you have a mage? What did I say? The mage oil for like the fires?
Oh, the alchemist fire.
Yeah,
The alchemist
fire.
flask. She's got some of that there. Yeah, if you want to get some of that.
How much is it?
You know, that's a really good question. I only pulled
Normally,
up one.
You know, me and Jesse like to burn stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, I bought just healing potions right now.
What?
I need more cash money to buy more stuff.
I have to click on like two menus. Oh, here we go. Alchemist flask. Boom. It's she'll sell to you for 25 gold. She's only got one flask.
I'll take it.
Okay, so you have one of those. She goes, anything else? She goes, I would say I would get on the road as fast as possible, but if you have to get something, get something. You know, I'm sure that the inventor is fine. And she's like, all right, have a good day. And she goes back to like the back of her, of her lab.
I think I like to go find, and when you guys come out, I'll sort of mention all this. Our main dude with the Knights of
Solomnia.
Yeah.
I can.
I'll do my contract.
Oh, you're.
Yes, Swami just threw us all into it. So.
Well, no, but Martok didn't sign.
No.
No. But Martok's like, yeah, well, I guess I better do that too. But don't we have to take this guy to the place real quick?
Yep. But you guys, I mean, it is important. But if you guys want to go to the armor, you guys can still walk around the city for a bit.
I mean, he said come back in 2 hours. How long has it been?
I'd say it's been about. I mean, literally, it's been an hour about since you guys are like bickering. So, well, I'd say 2 because you guys had to get there and stuff. I'm trying to think of like.
Yeah, I'm trying to go find Beckland or.
Beckland is no more.
Beckland is dead.
Remember? Oh, that's right. Yeah, Beckland's dead.
I mean, if you want to go back and find it, her body.
Well, just there was a knight here in town somewhere.
Yeah, there's Trinity. He was at like one of the gates when you came through, remember? And there was Vorin was there too.
That's right. I'll go find them.
So you guys are all kind of walking, and O'Grady, do you want to say anything to anybody? Because you guys kind of walk out, and you're like, what just happened? Like type, you know?
No, I'll just keep silent and keep to myself for the moment.
You're like, I don't know. Do you guys want to talk to him? I mean, you guys can talk to him. You're all kind of. Oh, you're a little bit quiet. Sorry, Swami. What were you saying, Swami?
Is that better?
Yeah, that's
I gotta
better.
push my mic. Homeboy's about to be the creeper and just follow.
He's like
Yep.
behind everybody.
Look, I don't even want to
escorting
be
him, right?
around you guys, man. My guy don't like people.
I go up to O'Grady and I'm like, "Hey, would you like to join us
Well,
on this adventure?"
you're all getting paid, man.
Oh, well, I
Yeah,
mean,
we're already joined up, man. We're getting paid to do this.
yeah, I'm trying to include you to the group.
Yeah, you guys can talk to each other. Where's the next? Like Martok, you said maybe go find a knight or whatever, like Vorin or Trinity or somebody.
Yeah, let's go find Vorn or whoever is higher rank, I suppose. I don't remember.
Trinity is like the commanding officer. You'd have to like go to him.
Oh, then that guy. Yep.
I actually didn't make a thing for his house, but you guys, and it's gonna crash anyway, so I'll just keep you on this. So you guys kind of like weave your way through the city again. You go to like the shack where Trinity was, and he like when he sees you guys come through. I mean, you guys are like, kind of like elbow to elbow, like coming in, and he stands up. He's like, "Oh, well, that was actually pretty quick. So what happened?" And he like comes in, he like looks at all. You guys are like all kind of standing around. He's like, "What happened? I don't understand."
Well, I decided that to take you up on your offer to get training, equipment, all that fun stuff with Solamnia. And yeah.
You see Trinity
So here
go,
I am.
"I offered? I don't remember offering." And you the door behind him that he's been taking people behind and like doing tours, Vorin just pops out, like the door just opened. He's like, "Hey!" Like just like he was like eavesdropping, and he's like, "Hey, you know what? We're always looking for this. Is great. This is great. I'm gonna tell Holt. He's gonna be so happy. The problem is, Holt's gonna be higher ranked than you. He's probably gonna give you the screws a little bit, but."
That's fine. I can take orders from you losers for a while, and until I'm higher than you guys, it'll be fine. We'll be pals.
All right, well, get him in now, because the moment you send that document, you won't be able to say that without making me making me do push-ups or digging out a latrine. So if you're gonna insult me, keep it coming. Keep it coming. Do you got any more?
I would maybe quit while you're
I'm not
ahead.
insulting you. I would never.
I think I just heard you call me a loser. That's actually pretty inventive. Not really, but keep it coming.
It's
if you
just a statement
anything
of fact.
else,
Like,
anything
this
else?
is a chair. That's a table. You're a loser. It's fine. But
okay.
we all have our roles
All
to
right.
play.
All right. Okay.
Hey,
get him in.
you know what?
Get him
Hey,
in.
let me go ahead and grab you that shovel right now.
He's like, get him in. Get him in. Holt isn't as funny as I am. And he just looks at you and he's like, okay. He's like, by the way, he's like, here. And he like pulls out, like he's got like a scroll case. He pulls it out and he puts it on the table. And it says like, I, Martok, agree to submit to the Knights of Solamnia for squire training by signing on this dotted line,
I'll go ahead and undo my disguise thing so I'm my true self.
He's like, oh,
and,
wow. That's what you really look like? And you guys see a dragon board. It's like a human with like dragon features. And you were white, right? That was your
white dragon.
Like a white dragon standing there. That's what he really looks like.
The ice dragons. Yeah.
He's like, whoa. And like everybody kind of stops for a second. It's like, what the heck? Oh, Grady, you see him change in front of you.
Oh, man. Me too. I can do that.
Oh, you turn into a bear.
Wait a minute. Are we all showing our tricks?
Oh no, I'm just showing, what they're getting, like, so I'm not it's not a surprise later, for these guys.
Right. Well, so yeah, you could do that. I would probably use your glamour until you're out in the field. A lot of training. There's a lot of green people that we're taking in right now, and they might try to stab you. But anyway, do you sign in the dotted line?
Yep, and I'll go ahead and put my mark or whatever.
Right before you put the pen to paper, he's like, any more insults? You better get them in right before the ink hits the page. One more. Come on. Oh, you're lost.
Relax, douche waffle, and then I'll sign.
And he's like, all right, you got it in. Good one. Good one. He's like, well, I would probably go to the armory. That's probably where Holt is. But what happened? I'm happy for you. He like looks at you, he's like, puts his arm out. He's like, I'm very happy that you did this, but what happened? What what?
Well, it's we just kind of thought it through, and it's like I said, we'd think about it, and that's
Oh,
exactly what we did.
we went to the apothecary, and while we were there, we met O'Grady,
Oh,
and the apothecary requested that we escort him to some place. So we were Swami, being magical, talked to her, and she talked about great power. So he was like, "Yeah, let me get that." And then I was like, "Well, we had already talked about it, so let me go ahead and do it."
oh,
And then
you submitted to mage training. Oh wow, you're gonna take the test. Good luck.
we're both magical people, so it kind of seemed a little more in trail for us to do the magic than the night training.
He said, to be honest, many knights don't like the wizards or mages. They don't trust them. But I've been, Trinity is an elf. He's like, I've been around
Yeah.
a long time. He's like, I think that we could work together again like the old days. So I hope both of you make it through your training and get a
Well, we've had
worthwhile.
no issues working with you guys. You guys have always been helpful and friendly.
Good. Well, maybe we could do the old days and pair up. Maybe you guys will work with a warrior. Maybe one of you get paired up with Martog or something. I don't know. That used to be the
Yeah,
old
I think
ways.
that's a good idea.
Yeah. And he's like, so, and he does like the side thing where he yeets sideways and he looks right at you, Grady, and he's like looking up at you. He's like, so you don't like people, right?
Not particularly. They annoy me.
Yeah, they annoy me too, but you know what's great? Being able to tell them what to do. It feels so good. Anyway, he says, I know you're in a rough spot, son. And he can call you that because he's about 400 years old. And he says, but we really appreciate this. To be honest, I don't think you've really seen the full extent of what the Dragon Army can do. You probably don't even know what the Dragon Army is. But that gear you have in your hand, that thing, it's got something to do with the war. And that inventor on the end of town, what did the Wyan say what the inventor's name was? I've only seen that place she lives in. I've never actually gone inside.
Oh man, it was like a Domino something. I can't remember.
Oh, it's Titina Rookledust.
Tatina. It was Tatina Ruckledust.
Oh, he
I'm
says,
going
well,
to screw that up.
I'll put her name in the notable people thing that I send you guys so you can look at her name. But he says, I've only walked by her shack. A lot of weird things happen. A lot of steam out of there, a lot of flying contraptions. He goes, it's a little bit intimidating, but she has been really good to the town. She's, she's very inventive. So if she's involved in the war somehow, or she can help us with that part you have, if you can figure it out, it would greatly help out. It'd help us out. So we appreciate it. And he goes, to be honest, he like cocks his head and looks at you for a second, squints his eyes. He's like, you're probably getting paid too, right?
Oh, of course.
He says, good man. Can I shake your hand, or are you still not shaking hands?
Well, I mean, why do you want to shake my hand?
He says, well, my people do it for good luck then.
Oh, okay, I suppose.
He like shakes your hand and he's like, all right, maybe someday you'll get to a hug, but that's too much right now. So he goes, well, good luck, gentlemen. Good luck with the inventor, Martok. Holt's going to try to tell you to do something stupid. Do the stupid thing. You're going to be tired. But you can tell him, or at least maybe I'll get word to him that what you're doing is important. So I kind of, I outrank him. So if he tries to complain and tries to tell you to do something else, tell him that I said that this is more important. But he's going to give you something dumb to do. Do the dumb thing, then get on to work with this.
Sounds good.
All right.
Later, sir.
He's like, that's the last time that's going to happen. He like squints his eyes.
I did a little salute and said, sir.
He goes, you see him like crack his neck and he does look a little annoyed. He's like, I'll say that you don't know how to do that properly, and that's why you didn't do that properly. And he goes back to his thing. Do you guys, where do you guys want to go? You can go get your bagels. You can go to the armor. You can go.
I need to go visit Holt. So
okay. Do you guys
in the armor?
Do you guys want to go there? Like, Uriel, do you want to go get some more bagels?
I kind of want my armor back.
Oh, you want to go to
Yeah.
the last stitch and get your armor
Yeah.
back? Yeah, everybody have their stuff there. Do you guys want to go there and then the armory?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Sure.
So you guys are here. The tailor's there. You guys walk in, and without showing everything, it's really cramped. You come in, and he's got your stuff on like the nice wooden racks, and he's like, "There you go, good as new."
Nice.
Also, you guys get hang on a roll. You get 3 temporary hit points on top of this, just for getting your armor back.
Did he give it any specialness?
The three temporary hit points.
You're like, no, that's all you get.
Well, I mean, you could tell that he embroidered it really well and like restitched everything, so it's like it's better than new, basically.
Nice.
O'Grady, you're like waiting outside. Do you want to do anything while they go in to get their whatever? Do you want to like look around, or I mean, only taking a couple minutes to grab their stuff.
Hell yeah, I'm gonna go check out those worst croissants.
Oh, the terrible ones.
Yeah.
You smelled that they were burning.
Yep.
So you okay. I'm just gonna move you over here. So you start moving in this direction. I think I gotta put your mini down because I think I hid your mini here for some reason. So you are here. You're humanoid. I always forget where I got you. Boom. There you are. So you're here. You go over here, and as you come over, do you see this where I'm moving the camera and everything? I'll zoom in a little bit.
Yeah.
You come over here, and it does smell like this is open in the thing, but in real life, there's like a wooden door there, and you do see a little bit of smoke coming out of it, and you see this dwarven woman come up, and she's like looks at you, and then she's got like one eye is like closed and one's open. She's like, and you see her go over, touch the door, and it glows for a second, and then the glow fades away. Then she opens the thing, and you just see her pull out a bunch of burnt croissants. Like the bottoms are burnt. She just pulls it out on a big tray, and you can just see they're not doing well. And you see her like she's like Bruh. You see her go and like it's like she's mumbling, and then she goes to walk inside this bakery. She like turns around with the thing and like goes in.
All right. Well. Oh, is she taking them into the bakery?
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm gonna go check that out. I want to buy one of those.
I don't know where she went. Anyway, you follow her, and you see 2 people. You see this old man sitting in the corner. Dang it. Yeah, this is weird when you got a roof and everything. You see this old man sitting in the corner, and he's just drinking coffee, and he's missing an arm. It's like this stereotypical like old human, like gray hair. It's like all like it's like thinning and everything. And he's just sitting there drinking a cup of coffee with the one arm he's got, and he looks up at you, and then he like goes back to drinking, and he's just looking at there's like a window there that he's looking out of, and you see her go behind the counter, and all you see around her is like just burnt bagels or burnt croissants, just all around her, just mounds of burnt croissants. They're just burned. Like as far as the eye can see, they're all just burned up. Give me a second. So you're kind of looking at that. What do you guys want to do? You come out to get your stuff, and like O'Grady's like you kind of see him going towards the croissant shop where the burnt croissants are.
No, not those ones.
Not the ones where we get in trouble if we eat them.
Not the burnt up ones.
Do you guys want to follow? Like, do you want to go to the? I mean, I don't know. Where do you guys want to? You want to follow him or?
I'll break off and go to the armory.
Okay.
Do my thing.
All right, you go do that.
Yeah, I'm following.
Are you going to the armory, or are you going to go to the bagel or the croissant place?
The croissant place.
All right, Uriel, are you fascinated by burnt croissants, or are you going to go?
I'm not fascinated by burnt croissants.
You going to go with Martok?
I'll go with Martok.
Okay.
I'll be like, Swami, you know where the armory is, right?
Yeah, like I said, if you run into any
Mhm.
guard, they will say, "Hey, it's over here." It's over, like you could be like, "I'm turned around where," and they're like, "Where are you looking for?" And they're like, "Oh, the forges. Oh, go, this way, turn left." Like that's the map I
Nice.
gave you guys, so you guys can look at that if you want. Swami, you like head over there, and like the moment you get to like here, all you smell is like burnt, burnt croissants. Just um, you come in behind O'Grady, and all you see, like all this food here. I didn't want to do it, but it's just burnt croissants. There's like baskets, they're burnt, basket burnt. Like behind her, there's burnt baskets, and you see her just like she's got this beautiful display like off of the side, like with a nice tablecloth, and she's like laying them out like they're like you're like in a bakery if you go in and they have everything in like rows. She's like laying the croissants out like, hey, I'm gonna sell all these today. This is gonna go great. And you see her, she's like, huh, mm. And she's like, oh, and she runs behind the counter, and you see this tiefling come out with like really pale skin with horns, and she like looks at you. She's like, "Can I help you two?"
I just want to try one of these croissants here.
Oh, a customer. Of course. Would you
Huh?
like tea or coffee or anything with your croissants?
I'll take a coffee.
Oh, she goes.
Coffee and a croissant.
Go ahead.
I said coffee and a croissant. That's what I'll take.
Oh, that sounds great. Hang on one sec. And she like pulls a croissant just like out of one of the baskets, and then pours like you hear something under the counter, like coffee being poured basically. And she brings it out.
Mm.
She's like, she looks at you, Swami. She's like, "You sir, would you like anything?"
I would like to get the same thing.
Oh, okay. 1 copper, please. And then she does the same thing to you. You guys sit down, and you sit down right next to the I didn't do it, but like right in this corner here, like this is a bakery, but like right in this light right here, there's like a window. And so the guy's like sitting at this table here, and he's just looking, or he's actually, there's a table here. He's like looking out the window and just slowly drinking his coffee and stuff. And you see her like bring your stuff over. You guys want to eat the croissant?
Yeah, one problem though. I don't have 1 copper.
I'll pay for
I have
his.
silver.
Oh, okay. Swami
Actually,
pay.
no, he has gold. You got
Yeah,
money.
I do have gold. I do have money. I'm just saying I don't have the copper.
1 silver is how many copper?
1 silver is 10 copper.
So if you
All right.
minus 1 silver on your paper, and then you just go over and put 10 copper on there.
Yeah, or if you're gonna pay, just put
Oh,
9.
okay.
Or 9 copper.
Yeah, that way you're paying for it.
Okay.
So do you guys both like bite into the croissant at the same time, or Swami, are you waiting to see what happens when he bites into the croissant?
No, I'm gonna eat my croissant. I'm hungry.
Okay, both of you guys give me a Constitution saving throw.
Mm-mm-mm.
Constitution.
You know it's
How do I
bad when
do
they say
that?
Constitution saving throw.
All right.
Oh God,
Oh, you got
7.
16.
Ooh. So O'Grady, you don't feel sick or anything, but it is burnt, and you like you definitely use your coffee to like swallow it down. Swami, this is the worst croissant. Yeah, you're like, this is like hardtack. Like you've been on the road when you've had like stale bread or something being on the road. Swami, this is the worst croissant you've ever had in your life. And it feels like you broke a tooth off, but you actually didn't when you check your teeth. This thing is hard.
Terrible.
And you're like drinking the coffee, you're like, man. And you see
Dip it in the coffee, it makes it better.
Yeah, you dip it in the coffee, and it's like a literal sponge. Like you put it in there, and it just sucks up into the coffee cup. You're like, oh my god!
Like your coffee cup, your coffee's gone.
It's just croissant. It's a brown croissant. Yeah. I know you guys got to go really quickly. So you guys go to the armory, and I'll show you guys the armory really quick because I do have a board.
If it's just me and Todd, then we can, we could do our part, and then at the next session, like if we're ending it.
Yeah, we're about to end
us
anyway.
two.
So just to wrap it up between Swami and O'Grady, do you guys want to say anything to each other, or are you just going to be like, that was terrible, we should probably take off? I mean, whatever you guys want to do.
Yeah, I guess we take off. I just wanted to try the croissant.
No
The
lie,
croissant.
it's the worst croissant in town. Marlon actually wasn't lying when he said it's terrible.
The croissant.
And that's why I got Marlin's croissants.
Yeah.
Hey,
Well,
get me one.
oh, the good ones. Swami's
get
gonna
me
run
one.
into him. You guys. So that's where we're in it. You guys basically all like kind of converge in town together. As you guys are heading to the forges, I know we only got a couple minutes. Do you guys mention the croissants to them, or do you just go into the
I
forge?
let him know. I'd let him know how terrible
What
it
do
is.
you?
Oh, I'm gonna lie about it. I'm gonna say it was the best croissant ever.
You know what?
I'm like,
no.
you know what?
I'm gonna let him know mine was horrible.
I'm like,
I'm gonna let him know I
I'm
got a
going
good one.
to do against my nature. I'm gonna have to go back and see Marlon after, but
Oh,
I hand both of them a croissant.
oh, the
Thank
good
you.
ones.
Yeah.
Hang on, we'll do this.
Better than this. Wah, wah, wah.
Both O'Grady and Swami get. I probably should turn the light on this room to read the dice results. You guys both get 3 extra temporary hit points from the croissants, from the good croissants. And you
All
guys,
right.
you
I
basically,
said, so is it? What was it better than this?
it is a very
Better.
good croissant. It's
This is the
buttery,
best.
you know, it just flakes off. You're like, you know, getting stuff off your clothes, your brand new armor that you had stitched up that looks like you look like $1 million and you have croissant flakes all over your stuff as you're going to the armory or whatever, you know, the forges.
Yeah,
That-
it could
go-
sit for like another hour or so.
Oh, well, Swami's got to take off at 7. Oh, yeah, like you feel pretty good. So that's what we're into tonight. But yeah, you guys all kind of like meet up in town, like talk about the croissants, and you guys just end up at the forges. So that's where we're in for today, and you guys will pick it up in the forges next episode of the pod.